How to raise your value tremendously and become a dangerous woman in silence. Hi beautiful, welcome back to Kakuteji. Today's chapter is from my new feminine energy and personal development book, named, Why People Value Something and How to Raise Price. A guide for women who want to protect their peace, heal their inner world, and effortlessly attract high-quality people and opportunities. Now, image this. What you offer is your product. What people buy is why people choose you, value you and respect you. Apply business wisdom to your mindset, your life will be so much easier and lighter. After listening to this video, you'll start to know which is the right direction to go for your self-growth journey. And the courage to let go of people that don't benefit to your life. Urgent need who views your product as an essential investment. How to execute. Clearly articulate your unique value proposition. Instead of saying, this is a productivity tool, say, this tool guarantees high-achieving CEOs 10 extra hours of focused work per week. When the value is clear and specific to their life, the price becomes irrelevant, it's the cost of solving their biggest problem. 2. Focus on emotional transformation, the say any price principle, how big their life you can change, how much deep their emotion you can make them feel. To say any price you want. This is the most powerful principle of premium pricing. The price you charge is directly correlated to the depth of the emotional change you deliver. The strategy. You are not selling a thing. You are selling relief from pain and the promise of a new identity. If you make them feel profound, positive emotions, hope, confidence, freedom, or eliminate intense negative emotions, shame, fear, anxiety, you move from commodity pricing to transformation pricing. How to execute. Frame your price as the cost of staying stuck versus the price of escaping their current pain. The bigger the gap between those two scenarios, the higher you can set your price. 3. Position your product as the final solution, not an ingredient. Your product is the last thing of the process, isn't the ingredient to make something. To charge the highest price. Ingredients are cheap, the chef's finished dish is expensive. The strategy. Always position your offering as the final, complete result. If your product is a step-by-step guide, it's not information, it's the blueprint to guaranteed success. How to execute. Ensure your product package or service includes everything needed for the end result. If you sell a course, don't just sell videos, sell the entire transformation package, videos, templates, community, direct access. You charge the highest price for the certainty of completion. 4. Leverage your rarity, the only you factor. Your ability equals what you can offer equals what higher level you can offer it. And rare people can do it. Or you're the only one can offer, bring it out equals charge the highest price. Your unique ability, experience, or system is what makes you rare. When you are the only one who can offer a specific solution, you eliminate comparison and competition. The strategy. Stop trying to generalize your skills. Highlight the unique combination of your background, process, and experience. What do you do that no one else can replicate? E.g., the only method designed by a former CEO turned mindfulness expert. How to execute. Use language that emphasizes exclusivity, proprietary system, signature method, or unmatched expertise. Rarity justifies premium pricing every time. The size of your impact, the value stack, value is equal to how big you can impact their life. That no one could do before, you're the first one. Better, softer, more comfortable life. How much you make them happy, satisfied. Your product can help them a lot of things. Better experience. Bigger, stronger, deeper and more diversified emotions, 5 senses, touch, sight, hearing, smell and taste. You may haven't realized, you already help people with values you create every day. High price is justified by an overwhelming stack of undeniable value. You need to articulate all the ways your product makes their life better, easier, and richer. The strategy. List every benefit, focusing on better experiences and richer emotions, as you smartly noted. Value isn't just logical, it's experiential, touch, sight, emotion. How to execute. Create a value stack, where the perceived value is $10,000, but the price is only $1,000. For example, $5,000 in saved time plus $3,000 in reduced anxiety plus $2,000 in future income potential equals $10,000 total value. This makes your price look like a bargain. 6. Emphasize necessity and urgency. It's necessary and emergency make you charge it much higher. When a problem is urgent and the solution is necessary, price resistance collapses. The strategy. Link your product to a time-sensitive crisis or a looming opportunity that cannot be missed. Urgency removes the option to wait and shop around. How to execute. use language that shows the cost of delay. Every day you wait, you are losing X amount of money, joy, opportunity. When the pain of not buying is greater than the pain of paying, the sale is made at the premium price. 7. If you want something fast and good, it's not going to be cheap. If you want something fast and cheap, it's not going to be good. If you want something good and cheap, it's not going to be fast. Sigh. D. Orion Taraban 8. There is no free meal. The story goes that there was a Greek king who was known for his wisdom, virtue, ruled a peaceful and prosperous country. He had a library that collected tens of thousands of books throughout the history of human civilization and wished to share this wise knowledge with the people. He summoned the 500 wisest men in the country and asked them to sit down together and summarize all the cultural essence of humanity into a few easy-to-understand words, instead of a library of books, so that all the people could understand the way of heaven and man. After more than a month, the 500 wise men submitted a 5-page document as a summary. The king felt that it was still too complicated, and no ordinary people could absorb this kind of thinking. Then there was a summary of 3 pages, then 1 page, then 1 paragraph. But the king was still not satisfied. He finally laughed heartily when the representative handed him the bag of human wisdom in a single sentence: there is no free meal. Alan Fan, Ph.D. in economics, entrepreneur, author, journalist, guest lecturer, philanthropist. Equals greater than so, stand up and work on what you want. Don't allow him to have you for free. He has to put his time, efforts and money to get you. If you create value for someone, they have to pay you equal money, or something equal. Someone does really terrible thing to you that harms you or you in the future. For example, insulting you in front of your face like a sick habit. Show them that their action has to pay a huge price. Do you know why they can feel free to insult you like that? Because they don't see they have to take any consequence. Your value isn't for their sick habit. If you're high-value woman, and you're beautiful, and you're kind, and you're loving, and you're caring, and you're all of the things a man wants, you deserve the world. Then the boyfriend that you're with will at least be trying to be the best version of himself for you. Tristan Tate, entrepreneur, influencer. Remember, how much time and how many ingredients you use to make the product may affect the price. As long as those affect the value, quality of product, the higher value is, the higher price is. By the way, sweetie, if you're enjoying this chapter, you'll love the full ebook. Inside, I go even deeper into building confidence, becoming the sweetest version of yourself, upgrading your habits, healing your inner child, and stepping into elegant womanhood. The link is in the description. You can download it instantly and start transforming today. Raise your value. 1. Everything in nature has value. Everyone has value since they're born. It's just you devalue it or yourself. Value is inherent, but it must be cultivated and protected. How to raise your value. Cultivating inherent worth. Acknowledge your inherent value and stop devaluing yourself. Your value is not something you earn. It is something you possess simply by existing. When you devalue yourself, you project uncertainty, which signals to others that your price, in money, time, or respect, is negotiable. The strategy. Raising your value begins with radical self-acceptance. This means recognizing your worth is constant, even when your performance is not perfect. The execution. Stop offering excessive discounts, apologizing for your prices, or letting people waste your time. Every time you enforce a boundary or confidently state your price, you are affirming your inherent worth. 2. Learn more and more knowledge, the intelligence multiplier. In 1626, the American autochthon sold Manhattan land for 60 guilders price, or $1,000 today. Now, its value is $1,740 billion. So what made the value? Thanks to the Dutch and the Americans' investment on the zoning, mechanism, policy, education and culture. Or the raw and blank land would be the raw and blank land. Without humans' intelligence, everything on the earth would be nothing but dust. Trong Nhan Nguyen, financial blogger. The best people in America who use this muscle to make money only earn about $20 to $25 per hour. Meanwhile, the part from the neck up is intelligence, which seems to be limitless. As long as the mind is creative, the body is still healthy, the spirit is still here, the willpower is still clear, all lost assets will be regenerated very, very soon. Alan Fan, Ph.D. in economics, entrepreneur, author, journalist, guest lecturer, philanthropist. Physical effort is capped, but the return on investment, ROI, from knowledge is almost limitless. The difference between raw land and Manhattan's value is applied human intelligence. The strategy. Knowledge is the only asset that multiplies your time. If you spend 10 hours learning a skill, that skill can save you 1,000 hours of manual labor or earn you 10,000x the initial investment. The execution. Commit to being a continuous learner. Focus on specialized, rare knowledge, the only you factor we discussed. When your mind is creative, healthy, and your willpower is clear, as Alan Fan states, you can regenerate any lost assets, making your value resilient and high. 3. Take care of multiple aspects of their light, as many as you can, as deeply as you can. Your value isn't just professional, it's holistic. People are drawn to those who are balanced, healthy, and vibrant because it signals stability and high performance. The strategy. Treat your life like a diversified portfolio. High value comes from being strong across the board: physical health, mental clarity, emotional regulation, and deep relationships. A person who is fit, rested, and emotionally stable can handle more stress and deliver higher quality work. The execution. Invest in these areas: regular exercise, meditation, deep breathing, continuous learning, and nurturing close bonds. A well-cared-for self creates an aura of authority and high energy, which others instantly recognize as high value. The ultimate form of value management. Toxic people drain your emotional capital, cloud your judgment, and pull your focus away from the valuable, creative work that actually raises your price. The strategy. Boundaries are energy shields. You must enforce your boundaries to protect your focus and mental space. If someone is consistently draining your energy or disrespecting your time, they are reducing your overall ability to create high value for the world. The execution. Politely and firmly remove energy-draining sources. This signals to yourself and to the world that your time and emotional health are premium assets that are not available to be consumed carelessly. This intentional self-protection is a hallmark of truly high-value individuals. 5. Small communication tactics, but they can see your high value ASAP. 5.1. Get comfortable with awkward silence. Don't speak endlessly and try to fill in those silence gaps like you have to prove something. That shows you're insecure. 5.2. Sorry for being late. X. 2. Thank you for your patience. 5.3. I'm not sure if this is the best way to. X. To it'd be best to do it this way, cuz. 5.4. What time would be best for you? X. 2. Could you move with me on? 5.5. No worries. X. 2. Happy to help. 5.6. Sorry, my mistake. X. 2. I appreciate your feedback. 5.7. Did I make sense? X. 2. Do you have any questions? 5.8. Is it okay if I leave early today? X. 2. I have to leave early today because. 5.9. Show your self-confidence in your words. You believe in your ability. How are you walking in those and not breaking your ankle? Gigi Hadid, that's my job. 5.10. How to level up your conversation. 5.10.1. Use hook. You have never ever heard this story. I haven't told it to anyone. You are gonna love it. 5.10.2. Go beyond. Develop the question in your answer. Who is your favorite singer? A. X. Don't say that. 2. A. The reasons why I love her are. 5.10.3. Tell stories that trigger emotions strongly. 5.11. Why you should be careful with your words. If you describe someone as smart, sweet, people will associate you with smart and sweet. If you describe them as dumb, idiot, people will associate you with dumb and idiot. Those opinions persist over time. Pay attention to what you say. Francesca, life coach, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Master NLP. 5.12. I like this screen the most in The Good Doctor, Thailand. In the episode 11, a lit girl, she was around 6 years old, said to a doctor, being a doctor is so hard. Being a doctor versus being a professional skateboarder, which one is harder? She was too young that she didn't know comparing is bad. But the doctor's answer was something remarkable here. The doctor answered her, being a doctor is truly hard. But I've never practiced skateboarding. So I don't know which one is harder. The answer both affirmed the value of being a doctor is indeed difficult, raised the value of the two professions to the same level, breaks the comparison, and didn't dismiss her opinion. He didn't downplay either side. OMG, what an excellent answer. I don't know who wrote this part, but she's really an excellent screenwriter. 6. Often and often, more and more times introduce yourself to everyone, the power of self-advocacy. Let them know who you are, what values you can bring up equals greater than you'll be more confident and more chances will come to you. So, be open. Introducing yourself and the value you offer isn't boasting, it's an act of confident clarity. When you're open about who you are and what problems you solve, you help others connect the dots. You're giving people permission to offer you opportunities. The strategy: treat every new interaction as a chance to plant a valuable seed. By sharing your mission and your expertise, you increase your visibility and memorability. People can't hire you, partner with you, or refer you if they don't know what you do best. The execution: develop a concise, powerful, value introduction. Instead of just saying your job title, say, I help specific people achieve specific result by doing your unique thing. This immediately establishes your value and confidence. 7. Action builds habit. Habit builds value. Value builds destiny. This is a powerful mantra of compounding returns. Your daily, small actions are not isolated events, they are the foundation of your long-term value. The strategy: high value isn't built in a day, it's built in the consistency of your daily routine. Consistent, high-quality habits, like learning or creating, compound exponentially over time, resulting in expertise that is rare and highly priced. The execution: focus on process over outcome. Don't worry about being perfect, worry about showing up. Once a positive habit is automated, it becomes an invisible engine that constantly increases your worth. 8. Look at the water that is far from you. Long-term focus: when you're sailing, don't look at the water that is near around you. Look at the water that is far from you. This is a beautiful metaphor for strategic foresight and avoiding distraction. If you only focus on the small waves immediately around your boat, you lose sight of your destination and risk drifting off course. The strategy: the highest value individuals and companies operate with a 5-year or 10-year vision. They aren't reactive to current noise, petty dramas, short-term trends. They are proactive, making decisions based on where they want to land. The execution: dedicate regular time, daily or weekly, to sailing time, where you only review your long-term goals and adjust your course. Ignore the distractions and competitors immediately next to you. 9. The best decision ever for your youth: prioritizing capital. When you're still young, don't chase money in the short term. You should study to make your future life be better and make other people's lives be better. Think for the long term. Trong Nhan Nguyen, financial blogger. This is a profound lesson in capital investment. In youth, your greatest asset is time and potential, not immediate cash. The strategy: high-value people understand that knowledge and network are assets that appreciate, while short-term income is quickly spent. Spending your youth chasing knowledge, education, specialized training, unique skills, results in an intellectual capital that will command a massive price premium for the rest of your life. The execution: view every educational opportunity or high-level mentorship as an investment in a future where you solve bigger, more lucrative problems. Sacrifice short-term money for long-term influence. 10. There are 2 habits: active habits versus passive habits. The discipline divider: active habits are good. For example, learning something. And you'll reach to more and more level of it. Do it daily, start from baby steps. These will build discipline inside you and take you to new challenges. Challenge yourself. Give yourself a deadline to get a project. For example, 1 week, 1 month. These will make you work harder and harder every day. Passive habits are bad. Those are addition. For example, check SMS every 5 minutes. Robert Greene, author of books on strategy, power, and seduction, speaker. This distinction separates those who create value from those who consume it. The strategy: active habits, learning, creating, challenging yourself, build the discipline and unique expertise that justifies a high price. Passive habits: aimless scrolling, excessive checking, consumption, erode time and replace creative energy with distraction. The execution: use deadlines and baby steps to build active habits. Giving yourself a challenge with a clear deadline, e.g., write chapter 3 this week, forces high-value effort and builds the unshakable discipline necessary to command a premium price. 11. Talk less. The power of mystery and presence. They don't understand you, that's so fine. You don't need to understand them either. Don't explain everything you do, that's being mysterious. Talk less, that's how powerful queens do. This is about controlling your narrative and using silence as a strategic tool. When you over-explain or overshare, you dilute your power and give away your emotional leverage. The strategy: powerful people conserve their words. By not explaining every action or decision, you cultivate a sense of mystery and allow your results to speak for themselves. You teach people to listen closely when you do speak. The execution: embrace the mindset, my actions are my explanation. If someone misunderstands you, let it stand, unless it affects a key relationship or goal. Talk less, listen more, and let your presence and confidence do the heavy lifting. 12. Be Girl's Girl. The high-value network, Girl's Girl, is she loves being around women. She supports them. She learns from them. When they succeed, she's truly happy. The way you treat other women is a direct reflection of your own self-worth and security. High-value women don't view others as competition, they see them as assets and inspiration. The strategy: secure people lift others. By supporting and celebrating other women's success, you build a powerful, high-value network of mutual trust and respect. This network becomes a resource for opportunities, referrals, and emotional support that further raises your value. The execution: practice active congratulation. When a woman in your circle succeeds, reach out specifically to share your joy. Learn from their victories without jealousy. This creates a powerful reputation as a secure, generous, and high-quality ally. How to be wealthy. Wealth isn't just having a full of money bank account. Wealth is first of all the ability to create prosperity. For example, a person wins the lottery or wins a bet. Even if he has $100 million, he isn't a rich person. He is just a poor person with a lot of money. That's why 90% of lottery millionaires become poor again after 5 years. If you read history, you'll see great generals were extremely wealthy. Because they created a lot of values to their countries. Equals greater than create a lot of values to society. Then you'll automatically be wealthy. How to create value. Be a producer, not only being a consumer. You produce something, you create stuff. For example, write a book. Being a producer and creating stuff are hard. Consumer is you read how many books per week, per year. For example, listening audiobooks and podcasts, playing video games, watching YouTube videos, etc. Dr. Alec Kanogia, MD, psychiatrist, co-founder of mental health coaching company, Healthy Gamer. Once someone wants to be wealthy, that person will contribute to society. 1. Value equals price. Raise your value before raising up your price. 2. Focus on your personal development and level up your value every day. 3. You can be wealthy and kind, strong and sweet at the same time. Maturing is realizing that you want to spend more time alone, work on your goals, read, work out, and get closer to God. Sarah, entrepreneur, investor. Femininity is a magical power that only exists in women. It contains ingenuity, gentleness, and softness that can melt any heart, helping women achieve anything they desire. Tuan Le, dating coach, speaker, author. If I were a man, no beauty has to cry. A quote in South Korean TV series. Beautiful soul, thank you for spending this time with me today. If this chapter helped you, imagine how much the complete book will change your daily life. In the full ebook, you'll learn how to be sweet without being weak, how to upgrade your routines and mindset, how to protect your peace, how to act like an elegant, high-value woman, how to build confidence and attract better relationships. This book is your blueprint to becoming that girl, soft, confident, stylish, emotionally intelligent, and truly at peace. Click the link below and download your copy. Treat yourself to the knowledge your parents never taught you. You deserve to grow, to glow, and to live beautifully.